Hey guys, Dabu7. For those of you that have followed me for some time, you know that we've exposed the paid protesting in the streets of Ferguson being backed by the $33 million that George Soros had funneled into everything and all the other groups that he funnels his money through. We've talked about MoveOn.org, other groups. We've even talked about the Craigslist ads that were posted for several of these events and protests that have not only happened already, but that are due to go down here in the future. Now, what's interesting is we have individuals from the streets that have just come out and admitted that they called this Craigslist ad and that they showed up strictly because they were getting paid $16 an hour. Now, this is paid protesting 101, and this is exactly what the American people need to see. They need to see that people are showing up at these events because they are being paid to do so. $16 an hour for many of the individuals here that had admitted that's why they were there, solely being paid. And it's important that everyone sees what's happening, because it's not like when you see these headlines down the road of protesters in the streets or chaos at rallies. We've already shown, even the event in Arizona before the Trump rally where they blocked traffic. I covered that. One of the leaders of that whole organization involved with sending people there was connected to Soros. Actually, it was one of his main foundations. And it was actually a main organizer that tied her neck to the vehicle. We exposed that. Front line, all backed by Soros money. And who do you think's paying all these people $16 an hour to show up? Him and his minions. And when his other buddies, like Rupert Murdoch, control the many avenues of the mainstream media, you're not going to hear about what's really going on the ground at these events. This is why we're working on this network, building up this network of individuals from across the globe. We're going to focus on the United States first and foremost, or really any events where things are popping off. I mean, if there's something popping off in another country and somebody's wanting to stream it and get the word out there, then we'll help spread the message. People need to see what's going on in the streets. But first and foremost, here in our country, it's pretty obvious to me that they're trying to stir up chaos everywhere they can. And you should know by now whose motto that is. But this is something that needs to be seen by everyone. They are paying protesters to show up. And if they wouldn't even paid these guys to show up, who knows how many would have shown up. They said that 5,000 was supposed to show. They said 500 had showed up, and many of the people they had talked to were being paid, like I said. So we'll see what happens from here. I would expect around the same size crowd, and it's a decent crowd, that's gathering out here in the streets. As we move toward Cleveland, those crowds are going to grow larger, and you're going to see more action come of this, I can guarantee you, because they've already telegraphed it. They've already let it be seen. So my biggest thing is that people know that down the road, when you see headlines being ran by the mainstream media of all this chaos that has broke loose in whatever city it is, you better know that there's paid protesters that have been put in place in these cities. And this right here proves it. Like I said, this is paid protesters 101. They're admitting it. $16 an hour. They called the Craigslist ad. That's why they showed up. And this is what you can expect to see more of in the future. And I'm telling you, when they try to come cracking down on us and our freedoms because of this, because of false groups out here provoking things, pushing an agenda for billionaires behind the scenes. This is all about control of the people and having it their way and keeping us where we're at. And it's at the bottom and them at the top. And that's got to change. The only way that's going to change is awakening people. So shout outs to everyone out there that's playing their part. You can expect to see streaming from Philly coming up, DC, Cleveland, all those events. Tune in to Real Talk Live tonight. We're going to go early, 7:30 Eastern on Spiro's channel. You can catch all the live events on undergroundworldnews.com/live feeds. I'll leave a link for this in the description box. But let it be known, paid protesters on the scene in New York admitting it, and we're going to continue to expose these things as we see them. It's been Dabu7. Peace.